Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey, everybody, it's Jackie Bros.
Hey,
Talking again.
Jackie.
Yeah.
It's good to see you back here.
Well, I'd come down here and do it once a week and talk on the thing. Well, yeah.
That's true, folks. People, my name is Dunlap. I am the host of this, the Dunlap Hour, and this is my good little friend, Jackie.
I didn't know it was called that. I didn't know.
Well, it's not officially called that, but I think a lot of the fans call it the Dunlap Hour.
If you want to change it to that, and go ahead, and I'll, find somebody else to sit down here with, because I could be doing something else.
Who?
I'm trying to get this store up and running. It's doing pretty good. But I could be up there doing this or that. There's lots of things to do.
You know what's confusing is when people come here and they stumble across, like long-time customers of Jackie's have been going to Jackie's Market for years and years before Jackie fucked up and threw
Watch your mouth. It wasn't.
his life's work down the toilet.
Thought it was important for the city. It turned out it wasn't the case, but that so be it. I had good intentions.
And they come in here and they're like, whoa, you know what? There's a fella across town. Look just like you, got a store over there. He sells barbecue too. And I'm like, this is Jackie.
Well, it's a different part. It just
It
confuses
throws people
Yeah.
off. But they don't think it's you. Have to come over. Today you were like, Bert.
He didn't pay no attention. He's sitting in the other room. Yeah, he didn't. I did. Once he come over and said,
But Jackie had to come out from and like grab him by the shoulders and look him in the eye.
Well, it's been a while, and he's up there in age too.
Bert
Probably couldn't
Tunnelson.
hear. Well, Bert Tunnelson, he's up in age, and it ain't got the best hearing in the world. And his eyes ain't good either. So
No.
I think he's a bad example of
How,
people
he
being
shouldn't
confused.
be driving. How did
I
he
think-
get over here?
I don't know. He may still be driving.
You think he took a lift?
A what?
A lift?
A lift?
He took a lift?
A lift?
Yeah. Do you think he took a lift?
I don't know what it. I have not a clue what anything he took.
Uber?
Huh?
Do you think he took a Uber?
A what?
This is like first draft Abbott and Costello. Like, we'll just put the funny parts in later, is what they said. Just get the part where you repeat the words down first, and then we'll add the joke part.
Boobers.
Listen, Jackie, all I'm saying is Bert Tunnelson should not be driving.
Well, I agree. We're in agreement there. Whatever lifts or Ubers are in it, so be it. But yes.
Also, he thought you were dead.
Well, yeah. Yeah, well, my mama died, and the name was in the, we can't read the paper. Probably saw the last name,
When somebody's mother who should have been dead a long time ago.
She was up in age, yes, but, she, good Lord, wanted to hear for a while. That's what it is.
So a lot of people, that's true, Jackie. I bet a lot of people think you're dead. They just hear Jackie like on the local radio. We got a radio station here in Murfreesboro that only plays obituaries.
Yeah. Well, I like to listen. I don't like to listen to it, but I want to keep up with what's going on. Because, like I said, you get to know more and more dead people. You get to be my age, more and more of them are dead every day. So
That's
I need
true.
to listen to it. Like I said, sometimes the music they play behind him while they reads the names off is,
I knew the man used to play the organ when they did it live before they went to tapes, before they went to carts.
Whoever did it, I like it. It's kind of soothing. That part's nice. Sometimes you can tune out after a while and just listen to the music.
Every hour they play Lee Greenwood, God Bless the U. What's the name of it?
It's God Bless the USA. Yeah.
I ain't heard it in a while. I need to turn that station on because I almost forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
You'd think I didn't live in Tennessee.
God bless you. God bless the USA. Yeah.
And then they do the obituaries.
Yeah. In between. Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite show is Nearby Deaths. Like the ones that ain't from here in Murfreesboro, but are like from McMinnville.
Well, If I had
Lebanon.
more people I knew in those areas, I'd keep up with it. But I'm more,
Every once in a while, they'll go somewhere exotic, like to West Tennessee.
Yeah.
To Milan. They get some Milan deaths in there.
Well, people die everywhere, so.
That's true. That is apparently the lesson of the last 20 years in America.
Yeah.
So Bert Tonelson was in. What were you talking about? He didn't know. People forget that Jackie's alive, and then they also don't think he has a store over here. You know, sometimes
It's a different location. Yeah, well, they don't know. Yeah.
Well, okay, so let's say that you go to, I was down on Walmart Road, right? So I went to the first Walmart, the one when you turn right onto Walmart Road.
I know the first one, yeah. It's the first out of 6 or 7. They're building another one. But I know you talk about as soon as you turn on it.
The first one you come to when you turn on Walmart Road.
Yep.
Gladdy, you know Gladdy, who I went to school with?
I have to show me a picture of something. It's been a while.
She used to be married, she was married to Durkee.
Okay.
And then she was married to
Gladdy and Durkee.
Yeah, Gladdy and Durkee, they got married right. We were still in school. Gladdy and Durkee hooked up.
Yeah.
She got knocked up.
I remember that. Yeah.
And then later, I think she married. What was his name? He was from McMinnville too. He was actually the son of the man who played the organ on McMinnville's obituary radio station.
Oh, all right. Well,
I'll never remember his name though. I got to take that fish oil.
One of the talent runs in the family.
So. Gladdy used to work at that first Walmart. And, I'd go in there and buy me a Milo's.
Yeah.
And then later, I would start going in there. I didn't see Gladdy no more. I said, well, where the fuck's Gladdy at?
Watch your mouth. You don't need to say it that
And then later, I'm coming, like, if you're coming the other way, when you turn off on Walmart Road, coming the other way.
Yeah.
I went in that Walmart, and she was working in there, and it threw me off. I didn't recognize her.
Would she have a different hairdo or something
Yeah.
like that? Well, some of Walmarts, most of them all have the same, smock or whatever it is you wear. There's a couple of those Walmarts that is a different. It's just I don't know if the fabric's different, the color's a little off, but I mean that's how I know I'm further than closer to here when I see the outfits, looking that way as opposed to the 5 or 6 Walmarts before you get to that one.
I didn't recognize her.
Yeah.
I mean, the hair was different, but...
well, that's, she working someplace
and
different.
she had got sick, and she'd lost a lot of weight.
Well, yeah.
So those two things might have...
Well, played a part in it, but still, she said maybe, if she was at the one that you was used to seeing at, you'd be like, what's wrong with you?
That's all I'm saying.
You'd be like...
That's what the point I'm trying to
you're not looking good, or your hair looks good, whichever one you want to do, sick or nice hair.
Yeah.
Long as you'd recognize it. It's just the whole thing. It's location.
I usually just go, how you been doing? And somebody will say, well, I've been sick. Or I changed my hair, whichever one they want to tell you. I try to listen more.
But when somebody gets a hair just done, you want to people like to, they went through the trouble to get the hair done a certain way. They like it when people notice it. And you say a nice thing, it's nice hair, it looks good. You did something different with the hair. Any of those work.
She said she was so sick. She said she couldn't get the vomit, sweat smell out of it. So she just cut it all off.
Bless her heart. But yeah, when you see somebody the bone thin, something ain't right. If you're concerned about him, if you care about him, like what the hell wrong with you?
That's rude.
Well, I don't care if it's rude. If it tell me I don't know, I'd get him in the car and take him straight to the doctor. That's out of concern.
That's why you ask him. It ain't nosiness because you worried you're gonna have to make an ambulance run.
Well, if somebody's that sick and they don't know what it is, they need to go to the doctor. Is all I'm saying.
Well, then you need to listen to the prayers and dedications radio station. If somebody's sick,
well, that's nice.
Some busybody's gonna call up the prayer station and say, my neighbor looks awful. Can you say a prayer for her? And that gets everybody talking.
Well, yeah, rumors fly that sort of things like that. But I'm talking about somebody see with your own eyes, And I ain't on. I'm telling you right now, I don't. Other than doing this, I ain't on the radio.
So that's My Jackie's Market in a new location. It ain't where Jackie's Market was. That was taken over by, I don't know, lawyers or something. And
Pinky
now
Stein's still running it, as far as I know. The old store.
that was
and then
Jockey's.
the Jockeys.
Pinky
They
Stein's.
ain't called that anymore. Don't have to say it that.
Well,
change
everybody
the name.
called it.
Well, they can call it something else. The name's been changed, whether they like it or not. They didn't call it a new name. Have some respect. I don't want to hear that name anymore.
Man, when Jockey died, boy, they played him on the obituary radio station over and over
Well,
again.
I'm sure they did.
They get requests. They call him up. Lionel, can you play Jockey's obituary again? I said, sure. He'd read it. He didn't play it.
Well, I don't know anybody have to hear it more than once. You find out he's dead, he's dead. That's it.
Brick services will be held at Brick Meat Funeral Home.
Well, I didn't go. I'll say that right now. I got a good sponsor on this one. This week is good. Now, I had the same sponsor I had last week. Everybody knows Haunted Taco. You know Haunted Taco. It's.
Is that Halloween again?
No. Well,
Nope.
that they do. It was Halloween. It ain't Halloween now. It's over with. We're in the next month. That's what I'm getting to here. But Haunted Taco's open year round. They do extra business, of course, because of the name and the theme or whatever you want to call it. Around Halloween time, yeah, more people come in probably then, but they're open all the time. And I like them fine that they're a little out of my way. If I'm going to Taco Bell, Haunted Taco's just as good as Taco Bell, maybe better, Well, but
Different. It's
different.
different.
They're doing their own different unique
They doing
thing
that
with their
march
tacos.
to the beat of their own drum.
But it tastes like a taco is the point I'm trying to say. It does like that. But I tell you what, they got that scary sauce, and I like it. It's
Scary sauce is good.
Scary sauce goes good on everything. And anytime I know somebody's heading over here to get something to go, I said, give me a 5 or 6, as many of them as you can, 10 or 12, hell. Little packets of scary sauce.
That's what all Jackie's glove box is damn scary sauce.
Well, there's a lot in there, yeah. I say, and it gets used too. I put crack of everything.
And old
on
glasses.
Well, they break. You need up, Ain't point. I hate to throw anything away, but when a glasses break, I just assume get a new pair. But maybe somebody had the same prescription. Maybe somebody fix all them, give poor people that had the same eyesight issues that I
By
have.
prescription, you mean the damn drugstore glasses
Well,
rack?
it is, yeah. Well, they can, go there, or they can get them from me when I donate them. So, either one. But Haunted Taco, as I was saying, it's good. Like I said, it's good.
It's all right.
If you go there and get you a taco, make sure a burrito, whatever it is, just get you some of that scary sauce, because you put that on everything, it's going to be good. Well, a lot of changes going around. Haunted Taco been around for years, and this is big news here. Everybody needs to pay attention to this, because, talk about people being confused coming here, not knowing your Jackie store is like the old Jackie store, because it's got the old Jackie in it. This here is going to confuse a few people until they get used to this, because Haunted Taco, now, they're still saying the same. They're going to be selling Mexican food, burritos, tacos, everything else. They got it there. You want to go to Haunted Taco, that's where you used to go, and they're changing the name. And as far as I know, this is official. They told me that last night on here, gave me $25, said make the announcement. This is almost like cutting a ribbon, but on a computer, and that's what we're doing right now. Haunted Taco is now going to be known as Thanksgiving Taco. So when you say I want a Haunted Thanksgiving Taco, they're changing the name of it. They've been Haunted Taco for years and years and years. Won't do a change to see, somebody did some research or something like that. So we're gonna change the name, something different, and see what the people's perception. Get some more customers. Let's see if it works. And they go in with a Thanksgiving Taco. And it's the same. They still got scary sauce, which is delicious.
They got turkey.
I think they got to put it on taco, yeah.
Like dressing?
I don't know about all that. I think it just, it's the same food. It's just
Cranberry sauce?
No, it's the same.
So if I go into fucking Thanksgiving
Watch your
taco
mouth.
and I order a turkey and dressing taco with cranberry sauce and sweet potato, marshmallow, brown sugar on it, are they going to look me in the eye and say, I'm sorry, sir, we do not carry that at Thanksgiving taco?
I would guess if they ain't got it at Haunted Taco, then they ain't got it at Thanksgiving Taco. It's the same.
Are they going to be open on Thanksgiving?
Well, they'd probably, I don't know, probably for a few hours anyway. I don't know if it'll be open all day. You have to talk with them.
So Thanksgiving taco may not even be open all day on Thanksgiving?
I don't know. You go down. They don't give me all the hours. That's coming to the end of the month. When we get closer, if they're still a sponsor, I'll ask them and find out. We'll say it on here, but I don't know for sure.
Since Thanksgiving is just around the corner, folks, in case you... Also, it's the 5th anniversary of our podcast. It's just around the corner. Thanksgiving week, 5 years ago, when we started doing this. Can you fucking believe that?
Watch your mouth. Well, they said when we get to 5 years.
5 years.
If we live, that long, if we get through it all.
The earth is still standing.
If America's still a country as much as it can be, we would stop at 5. We said if America's still standing the country, if it's still okay.
Then they won't need us.
That's
I don't
right.
think we knew all the possibilities.
No,
though.
we did. I know that wasn't
naive.
Different reason, yeah, but
we thought our job would have been done.
Well, maybe we can figure it out.
But since the
now.
first episode, 5 years is what we said. 5 years.
I always said that.
I always said that since the beginning. You can go back and listen to the first one. Also, we're coming up on 300 episodes, and I think if you have 300 episodes, the old ones start falling away after 300. I think that's true. I don't know what you do with them.
What do you mean?
We don't really know. It's been 5 years and 270 something episodes, but we still really don't know how to do a podcast.
I don't. Yeah, hit the button. What you said to go. I don't start talking. That's all I know.
So Thanksgiving's just around the corner. If I call them up and say I'd like to pre-order my turkey, I want to get some of that. I want to get the cranberry sauce with the cranberries in it, and then I also want jelly sauce that's shaped like a can, and I want the dressing, and I want the gravy, and I want the mashed potatoes, and I want the rolls, and I want the fucking.
Do they have any of that in Haunted Taco? Anything that you're saying right there? Do they have any one bit of it? No, they don't. As far as I know,
like
never
to
did.
order 15 tacos for the kids.
Well, they'd help you out.
But not the Thanksgiving part? Can I ask you a question, Jackie? Maybe I should have begun with this. Why are they called Thanksgiving tacos?
They said they're going to try something different.
For a month? And then it's Christmas tacos?
Now, they committed to Haunted Taco years and years ago.
And then there's a week of New Year's taco?
No, I don't know about that.
And then St. Valentine's Day taco shaped like a damn heart?
Thanksgiving taco. They committed to it. Like I said, they've been Haunted Taco for years.
What are they going to be after
remember.
Easter taco? So Easter taco comes up, and then what? They got like a month or two till Memorial Day tacos?
No, it's...
What are they going to do during
August? I told you the name of it. If you don't like it, then so be it. Don't go there. If they don't got what you like, then shut your mouth. No, it's Thanksgiving taco. That's the name of it. They thought long and hard about it. They decided to change the name.
After 4th of July taco until Labor Day taco, what the fuck are they going to be?
Just shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it. Just keep it shut.
And
I don't want to hear language. I don't want to hear any of these.
Let me just tell you this. If they are really not doing Thanksgiving Turkey Day tacos, somebody's leaving some money on the fucking Thanksgiving Day.
Watch your mouth. I don't want to hear it.
Table. If I had access to a food truck instead of just a burnout hippie van where people do drugs that my friend Tony owns, it's sort of like that van they go to in Stranger Things, but they do drugs in there.
What is it?
Somebody should do Thanksgiving tacos, is what I'm saying.
That just said that's the name of the place, Thanksgiving Tacos.
Yeah, but actually not haunted taco, and then what? Will they go back to haunted taco next Halloween, or will they be Halloween taco?
How long were they were haunted taco for years and years? You know that, I know it. If they said they changed the name, they must have thought long and hard about it and figured out that's what's going to be named. I would suspect that this one's well, I think it's going to stay Thanksgiving taco.
Do they have pumpkin pie?
Nope.
Now, do you know that for 100% sure?
Well, no, but you
could it be
like
that you're misinformed? Because that makes more sense that you just think
if you don't want to go there, then fine, don't go. I don't want to hear any more about it. You go take it up with them. They're my sponsor. They changed the name and told me, gave me $25, told me to say it on here. Same product, which is, it's all right. Scare sauce is good. Go down to Thanksgiving Taco. New name, same location.
It's not Pilgrim sauce. Let me ask you this. If I ask them to and I take my own turkey, will they stuff it full of tacos?
I don't know.
Some places they have turkeys and they put like fucking clams up in there. Like they stuff a turkey. First of all, I like turkey and dressing, but some places they like stuffing. Stuffing is just stovetop, right? That's the difference. Stovetop is stuffing, and dressing is you make it in a pan and you serve it with the turkey. But some people think stuffing is you put the stuff of dressing up a turkey's ass. What the fuck?
Why do you have to just over and over again?
And then some places put like clams and shit in that dressing and then stuff it up a turkey's ass.
All right.
Did you know, though, that the difference between sweet cornbread and non-sweet cornbread, that there's race stuff at play there as everything in America?
Well,
I didn't know that. I was like, oh, Yankees and their sweet cornbread, but I was a victim of my own privilege, Jackie, without taking into consideration the years of racism and fucking economic.
All right, don't say it
and
that
just
way.
We're all on the same page here. We're all trying to get to some delicious cornbread, and if it's sweet or if it ain't sweet, you know what? That's what America's all about, baby. Put it all in the pot. Validate it all. Reparations.
What is it, man?
Also, Thanksgiving taco is stupid. So that's Thanksgiving
Just
taco.
shut your mouth.
I probably shouldn't have tried to shoehorn a race conversation into the sponsors, because I think that probably shortchanges.
Nobody wants it. No, nobody wants it.
Thanksgiving taco. Open on Thanksgiving. So
Some of it, not in the whole day, I don't think, but they'll be open for some of it, yeah.
Are they going to be like one of those fast food restaurants like you pull into Hardee's on Thanksgiving mornings? Like, Hardee's will be closed Thanksgiving afternoon so that our employees can spend time with their family. But you're there Thanksgiving morning, so you're already ruining their day. But you feel shitty. You're already at the drive-thru, so you have to take the biscuit, but you feel bad and you think about tipping them. But you don't tip a Hardee's. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I got a sponsor this week, Jackie. You know what's a good TV show? Andy Griffith. You ever watch that Andy Griffith show?
Well, yeah, Andy Griffith, good show. One of the best shows. He did good shows his whole life till right before he died. He did good shows back in when he was a young man, did good shows when he was an older man, and he was on some other good shows. Andy Griffith, yeah.
You should. When somebody was looking to write his tombstone, they should have contacted you. I don't think he has a tombstone. Is that true? They just buried him on like an island in North Carolina or something?
Whatever I just hope they, respected his wishes, whatever they were. But knowing him, he put up with dummies and criminals and everything his entire career. And if I was him, when I die, putting me off by myself on some island, and at least in the afterlife, I ain't going to be around nobody or nothing.
What is that story? He wasn't embalmed? Like they just put him in the ground real fast? I don't know. There's some story there. Clip of the week. Somebody look up Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
Death. Gomer Pyle.
Oh, yeah.
Goober, his cousin.
Yeah.
Those are classic slices of the Americana pie.
Man, funny too, yeah.
I love to dig my fork into the tip of that classic Americana pie, Gomer pie, and just slide the fork blade down to the tip of that pie, Gomer pie, and toss it up into my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, this is what small town living is. When you need your car fixed, you don't go to. I was gonna cuss, Jackie. I was gonna cuss. I got so mad thinking about like a Pep Boys or a damn Sears.
Yeah.
Don't take your car to those faceless sons of bitches.
Hey.
Take your car down to somebody you know. Somebody maybe you went to school with, or maybe somebody who couldn't quite get through school. Somebody like Deedle.
Deedle?
You know Deedle.
You were at the gas station.
Deedle's Car House.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me you ain't never took your car down to Deedle's Car House fix?
Yeah, I've been down there, yeah. Yeah.
He does a great job.
I ain't got no problem with him. Now, he's a little further out there. I have a mechanic, and he didn't give me $25. I ain't going to say his name on here until, that comes around.
He ain't no Deedle, is he?
Well, no, but he's closer, and I've had him for years and whatnot. But there was a time, and I'll say this right here. There's another reason I don't want to say his name. There was a time when something was, and he couldn't fix it, couldn't took it. I took it away to Deedle, and sure enough, fixed it. But it's still too far for me to get over there. Everything else he'd been able to do, but this one thing with the truck, I couldn't get it right. Couldn't get that quit rattling and all that. And Deedle fix it up.
Hey, can I ask you something? Did Deedle really fix it, or are you just being nice?
What?
Did Deedle really fix your car?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Overall, yeah.
I got you. No, I get it. Listen, folks, when you pull up to Deedle's Car House Fix and you run over that bell with your tire that rings in the gas station, you see Deedle come running out, hooping and hollering and doing circles around the gas station till you back up and ring that bell again and again.
He does get excited.
And again, Lord help me. That is one of the benefits of living in a small town like Murfreesboro, Tennessee. You can't get much smaller than Murfreesboro, Tennessee. What are we up to now? About 1,900, 2,000 people?
Too many.
Traffic, boy, I tell you what.
Yep.
Where are they going?
I don't know.
Every time I get on the damn roads, it's like, well, what in the damn time
you
is
gotta
it?
figure out back roads to get around. You can't drive through town anymore. They trying to
Deedle
fix.
can't.
Trying to fix. Well, he can't. I know that. But it's a mess here as far as traffic's concerned. Yeah, awful.
They're putting up that bridge to get down to Walmart Road.
Looks like that's just going to make things more confusing to me, but so be it. Hopefully they got to figure it out. Taking the time.
Folks, Deedle would be so happy to see you. He gave me $25 for this, and I said, Deedle, I can't take your money, and I give him 15 of it back, and then he give me a rotten tire full of wasps. Deedle is probably one of our. There's the big cedar bucket. That's an actual thing. Look at it up on Wikipedia.
Somebody burnt it down.
And then I think they rebuilt it.
Somebody made another big one. Yeah.
And then somebody also look up how Andy Griffith, what happened after he died, where they buried him, and
off alone by himself makes sense to me.
Something weird like that.
Well, if that's what it was, it respected wishes, yeah.
And then also swing by Deedle's and run over that bell and go in there and see if he's somebody bought him. And sometimes his aunt will go down to damn Sam's Club and buy a few boxes of moon pies and some RCs. And he has a refrigerator in there and a cot in the back. And he can, one time, I had something. I was like, what's this noise, Deedle? And he looked under the hood and considered it and finally said, well, Dunlap, I reckon it's your car. Now, where are you going to get that? That going to happen to you at fucking Pep Boys?
Watch him out, but no, sir, no. If you want You want character and somebody,
Wear the hat like it.
meaning well, yeah, and also just a joy to be around, fun for children. Love it.
He comes out in that witch's hat.
Yep. That's year round too.
That's
had
year
Halloween.
round.
We had Halloween to go confuse people.
Let's make this clear. He comes out just because it's the week after Halloween does not have anything to do with the fact that Haunted Taco was a sponsor and that Deedle of Deedle's Car House
It's not Haunted Taco. It's
Thanksgiving
taco now.
He wears a witch's hat. That he could have got.
He doesn't wear it all the time. He wears it. He run around with it every now and then. Look there goes a witch. He gets to giggling.
Sometimes he wears that mask he made out of that hamburger helper box where he cut out the hand.
Yeah.
Call him, here comes old hand face. He says, can I fix your car for you? I said, sure.
That's clever, too. Somebody like that, it just knows how to cut a hole. I'm going to make this box. I won't be that hand, but I can't afford to go buy a fancy hand costume, mask, whatever it is. Just takes that box, cuts a hole, puts it on there, and it's just as lively and fun as,
He
no
checked
matter
my
how
oil?
much money. Well, He'd kick your tires, he can wipe your windshield. He'd fine at that. There's nothing wrong with that.
He could do a lot. You know what? We need to raise our expectations because he can do just about he can do a lot. Dito is he's great. And if you go down there, he'll come out, he can play a fiddle.
Yeah. Do a little dance, yeah.
Well, now you're just patronizing.
Well, no, but it does that little hop skippy thing when he plays it. Well, that's what he does. I don't know. It looks like he's dancing to me.
He calls it the Deedle dance.
Well, like I said, people like to come around. Like I said,
I just think it's a little. You don't need to ask him to do the dance.
I don't ask him to do
I asked
nothing.
him to check my oil. It's a damn. I guess it's a service station.
It is a service station, and he can do certain things, but it's you go there for the, like going in time machine, going back in time. It's just something nice, looks old, and he got a witch's hat running around. Don't let him pump your gas. I won't say that clearly now, but nobody does that anymore. There ain't no full service gas stations, no how. But you want to go to a gas station? I see now they got little TVs that come on the damn gas station when you pump your gas. Now, do you want to sit there and watch something on that little TV that you had to watch the night before, whatever it was, or do you want to go watch Deedle while you're pumping your gas, dance around in a witch's hat, and just nice as can be? And he, like I said, he'll clean your windows or kick your tires and do that. I'm sure he can check your oil. I'm sure he can, but
He does taste it sometimes when he checks. Folks, I don't know if we've made this clear. I don't know exactly what it's nobody's business, but I just wanted to clarify. Like, I can see people calling us up and getting that. Deedle is on meth and pills. He has a terrible addiction.
Trying to get off.
Sometimes people are like, oh, you're making fun or whatever. Like, no, this is just somebody who's on pills and meth. It's
but
not
trying
to get off.
That's the thing. It's not like he's always on it.
Right.
You do that for a long time, something but by God, a lot of people give up on somebody like that, kick them out in the street. I ain't have nothing to do with them, put them in jail, which they did. They did put them in jail.
Yeah, all that happened.
Over again, didn't do any good.
I just didn't want people to think this was something we shouldn't be making fun of. He's on pills and meth.
When he's
what's
not,
happening.
even if it has to be on that stuff, which that's the way of the world now, everybody got to be on drugs. But bless his heart, if you give them to him there, and he's contained right there, there's a couple of times he went into some people's houses uninvited. He didn't steal nothing, but just
stood there and looked.
Well, there's people say this, people say that. It didn't hurt. Nobody got hurt. Nothing got stole.
That's the thing. Nobody's getting hurt, and
right.
Nobody's getting stole. And you just can't find, the days of Gomer and Goober Pyle are long gone. Since they're both. No, are they both dead?
No, Jim Neighbors ain't dead, is he?
What about George
Goober-
Goober Lindsay?
No, he passed away. I remember George Goober
I
Lindsay passed
have
away.
2
Bless
copies
his soul.
of his autobiography.
God rest his soul.
Is Jim Neighbors still alive?
Who you? Oh, that stupid phone.
Jim Neighbors was born June 12th, 1930, and is 87 years old.
Yep.
What the fuck,
Hey,
man?
watch your mouth.
God damn, good for him.
He live in Hawaii. He living the good life.
That's what
He's
you
just-
got to do,
yeah,
man. Do
he-
Jim Neighbors. I'm
That's
going to
right.
go get Deedle. We're going to get on a plane. We're going to go, like, live the aloha life,
I
man.
miss him. I wish he still did record albums because he got a beautiful voice. I wish he was still, because he's always funny. Last thing I can remember him being in was something, I mean, it's been a long time. Stroke of Ace, he was in Stroke of Ace. You remember that? That's old Burt Reynolds.
Is that his last film?
Hopefully he's done something since then, but that's the last time I remember him.
I'm going to say that might be his last film.
And that's as funny as anything he ever did. That movie ain't no good, but he's as funny as he ever was. That's when Burt Reynolds is trying to act with his wife.
Or you might say Burt Reynolds' wife is trying to act with him.
Well, I wouldn't go see, people say,
George Goober Lindsay passed away on May 6, 2012.
Yeah, I knew he passed on. I remember that. A sad day.
You should pick up his autobiography if you can find it. It's a good read. And also, if you ever get down to the damn film festival, they used to have a film festival down there in Alabama, the George Goober Lindsay Film Festival. Did you ever go to that?
I didn't know. I wish I could have, but
At the University of North Alabama. They still have it. The 2017 George Lindsay. How do we get invited to the George Goober Lindsay Film Festival? Let's see who they had this year at the 2017 George Goober Lindsay Film Festival. Folks, it's either this or we're going to talk about another mass shooting. Let's see. He was at the George Goober Lindsay Film Festival this past year. You had Michael O'Neill and Grant Goodeve. Michael O'Neill has played Richard Barkley in the biographical drama Dallas Buyers Club and head of Sector 7 Tom Banachek in Transformers.
Robot.
Do you remember that?
No, but I know robot cars, yeah.
Grant Goodeve, Grant Goodeve, 8 is enough.
Who?
53 acting credit. Wow, they actually counted them. Grant Goodeve has 53 acting credits, including David Bradford on 8 is Enough, the late 70s, early 80s ABC comedy drama. I don't know that they needed to put the era on there. Because first of all, they're counting his credits, and then they say late 70s, and it's and you're trying to get this man to Florence, folks. Listen, I'm not here to run down a press release. I'm here to get me and Jackie a one-way airplane ticket from Murfreesboro to Florence, Alabama, to the 2018 George Goober Lindsay Film Festival.
Well, I wouldn't mind going to that.
I would not mind in the least.
Love to be there. That'd be nice, yeah.
How do we get down there?
Well, you drive, I guess, you get them, but...
I wish that George Goober Lindsay was still alive.
Well, I do, too, whether we go to that
Oh,
or
yeah,
not.
whether we went, that's got
Doesn't
nothing
have
to do with it.
yeah.
But a selfie would be nice.
Well. Well, it's Jackie Bowles.
Folks, this is Dunlap. Jackie, what a week.
It's another awful week in this country. Just awful things happen. I'm sure there's a few good things, but I don't see it. I don't see it nowhere. So good things happen every day somewhere, but
I heard somebody say in the store, they said, oh, my phone goes off. I get all this bad news, all these alerts on my phone.
yeah.
Somebody said they need a good news app.
What is it?
A good news app.
On the phone?
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it good or bad. I don't want anything in my pocket going off.
Even if it's good?
Now, I'll just get good news the way you used to. A regular phone call on a real phone, or
Who would
a
call
letter.
you with
Nobody
good
does
news?
anymore. I know it, but I just don't want to have one of those things going off all the time. I wouldn't have one on me. Don't want one.
When's the last time you got a letter?
And, holidays, I'll get a few,
Cards ain't
coming
letters.
up. Well, it's the same thing. The right words on it,
So, Jackie, I guess it's not safe in America, anywhere, if you're Rand Paul.
Oh, yeah. Something happened there, yeah.
Now, listen, I ain't going to make fun of the man for getting... see, I was about to make light of it. You can't make light. He got assaulted. Now, a lot of the right-wing media, I seen this on a damn... Even the Fox News article today, it said, mystery surrounds... Wait, I said Fox. So every time I make the F sound, you think I'm going to cuss?
Yeah, I do. That's what I'm used to.
So even today, Jackie, on this Fox article I seen... It said mystery surrounds Rand Paul beating or whatever, and even in it's clearly not some liberal nutcase who attacked Rand Paul. But in the comments, they're all thinking it's still a liberal nutcase that attacked Rand Paul. Instead of like
it's his neighbor.
It's his neighbor.
What Antifa put this man in this house to live there for how many, been his neighbor for I don't know how many damn years. And all of a sudden, the Manchurian candidate goes off, click, and he goes attacks him while he's mowing his yard. That don't make a damn bit of sense. He's mad at him about something. That's his neighbor. Now, if I was Rand Paul's neighbor, I'd probably be mad too. Wouldn't assault the man, wouldn't hurt him. And I tell you, the most surprising thing out of this to me is he's out there, mowing his own yard. It just don't seem like a fella to me that would be out there mowing on. Good on him.
You don't think Rand Paul, he's exactly the, well, this will save me $15. I ain't going to give that neighborhood kid. He's just going to go blow it on the pot.
Well, that makes sense.
That's money I could spend on pot.
It just doesn't seem like he likes to be outside too much, doing too much, sweating or anything.
No, it ruins his hair. In quotes, hair.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't like to make light of a man who... They need him right now up in Washington, right? They need his weird libertarian vote on his budget.
Yep.
But instead, he had a mulching dispute.
Something happened.
Or a run-in with Antifa.
Well, if they're doing that, they're pretty good. Let's just
if they're wearing golf shirts like Dr. Rand Paul's neighbor.
If they snuck him in there, had him living there, it'd be about as good as putting Obama in Hawaii when he was a baby. He long thought out plans. People are crazy.
Antifa gets handkerchiefs at the 99-cent store and plays video games online. I don't think they're buying real estate with HOA fees. He doesn't seem like somebody's going to mow. I just can't imagine he's wearing gloves. How does he keep his little hand? Like, there's no way that he's pushing a lawnmower.
Don't see him in shorts. I can't see him,
God.
No, him in shorts or something. Like, if he's hot. Of course, this time of year, it ain't particularly, hot. But
it's weird, though, man. It's hot.
Sometimes,
hot,
it'll
cold
be hot.
Now.
It's cold. Well, weather crazy now.
Weather's crazy.
I ain't saying why, but everybody's in agreement there. It's crazy. People just say different reasons. But yeah, Rand Paul's neighbor don't like him. I can't, fault him for that. But I will fault him for, you don't go, no matter how much you don't like somebody, you don't go over there and fracture the ribs or whatever the hell he did to him.
Nobody wants Rand. I like Rand. Rand Paul may be propping up this asshole president. But he votes in weird ways. That's always funny.
Well,
throwing people off.
Anyone that's different stands out from, the rest of everybody else, sheepdog. I'll give him that. He's crazy. I don't believe in it. Some of that libertarian stuff is weird for me.
It's all weird, but I like weirdos.
I'll say, somebody sticking to it. Most people go this way, go that. Don't make a difference to them. But he, old Aqua Buddha. Remember Aqua Buddha? Said that over and over again. Something happened to him. What?
It's hard to believe. Again, I don't want anybody to get beat up. It's hard to believe this is the first time he's been beat up. I hope this wasn't Antifa. I can't believe that this would be, if there's an undercover Antifa and your job was you had to live next to Rand Paul, that seems to me like the test would be like where you had to shoot somebody to prove you were in the gang, like to show how dedicated you were to the undercover life. You'd have to live next door to Rand Paul and listen to him play, I don't fucking know, like Jethro Tull albums and come outside in his shorts and try to get a weed whacker to work. Well, I just don't understand. Dad coming over, peering through the bushes at you, looking for like drones coming to spy on him.
I wouldn't want to live next to him, no sir. But well, they mad over because something in the yard, right? That's what they're mad about, something, which makes sense because if it's out there in the yard, I thought I told him to not, if he mows that, gets near that, property line one more time, who knows? Don't know the first thing about it.
Doesn't it seem like Ron Paul would live in bushes? Like well, he left him over. What? He's over here somewhere. The last time I seen him, he scampered it. Here he is. Well, hi. You found my bush.
All right.
You get 3 wishes. I lost it. Anyway, Rand Paul got hurt. I hope he's all right.
Yeah.
I don't think it was liberal, but man, people really want to find any chance at liberals. Like, this is what I don't understand. If a civil war is coming and it's conservatives versus liberals, why do we always want liberals to be the ones beating people up and shooting people and coming at us and the Antifa? Like, if it's coming down to that, don't conservatives want it just to be a cakewalk? Why are we trying to build liberals up into these damn giant fucking adversaries?
Hey, watch your mouth. Need to sit back as far as, we got bigger fish to fry as far as I'm concerned with the President Dumbass, excuse my language. But I tell you what, you need to step back and let the Democrats they're having their own damn war. Why don't you sit back and enjoy all that?
Folks, if
you're sitting there fighting with yourself, sit back and watch Donna Brazile.
Jackie, your best friend, Hillary Clinton.
No. Nope.
Who you endorsed.
No, I had to. Under the circumstances, I had to.
You grudgingly grew to admire
There you go.
her.
No, I did not. Don't say that.
Who do you like in this fight between?
I don't care
Who is the fight between?
And Donna Brazile, and she's on Bernie Sanders. People like that she's putting out. Look, Donna Brazile, this is my take, and I don't know a woman personally, but
we did meet her.
We met her. Well, she ran past us.
She ran past
did
us.
Not
We
want,
said, "Can we talk to you?" And she's
she
like,
said,
"No, I gotta go take a nap."
Absolutely not.
She said, "I work for CNN." I'm like, I don't think we're competitors.
Well, if I'd have known this at the time, I might have been a little more gruff with her, because as we all know, she was slipping Hillary answers for the debate and lost her job as she should have.
What were those answers? Say anything that makes sense?
It's not like she needed a lot of help. I don't know what Don Brazile was trying to prove or trying to do. I don't know. Trying to get in good with Hillary, whatever it is. But you don't do that. If you work at a news station, go give somebody a debate, you don't tell them you're not supposed to know. That's part of what it is. So anyhow, she lost her job over that.
And then she comes out with a book because she ain't got a job. So when you don't have a job, Comey, Donna Brazile, probably Sean fucking Spicer
All
soon.
right, watch it,
you
man.
write a damn book.
Yep.
Writing a book used to be a thing. You were an author and you were a drunk and you lived in Florida and then you killed yourself. And now, you just get fired off of TV and you write a fucking book.
Everybody, people read it, I guess. I don't know.
I wouldn't want to read a book by you if you were still on TV.
No.
If you're not good enough to be on CNN, why the fuck would I put you on my goddamn bookshelf,
Watch
which
your
has
mouth.
nothing on it except bongs?
I don't know about that last part. I agree with you. She just trying to she needs to make a living, and tell you what, always has, always will be, hating Hillary book's going to make you some money, period. And now you even make more money because you got all these Bernie Sanders people that hate her too. Used to be just all those conservatives hate her. Now you got to have, They'll be buying that. But I think she gotten the heat off of her. Nobody, and put it back on Clinton or whatever it is. But anyhow, so what's to say? Hillary Clinton took over DNC. I don't even know what it is.
It doesn't make a lot. They were trying to staff up. First, you got to understand the rules of the primaries and the caucuses, which don't make any fucking sense.
None of that makes
Then you
sense.
got to try to figure out what the fucking Democratic National Committee and the Republican National Committee, like what they do, and none of that makes any sense. It sounds like a bunch of people who think they got a lot of power and they ain't got shit. But then when you lose, you got to blame it on somebody, so you blame it on the DNC.
Yep.
Like the most feudal, worthless, directionless, just clods. And that's who kept Bernie Sanders out of the White House.
Yep.
Now, I don't know. Did some of this, if you come in and you're Hillary Clinton and you ran a presidential campaign before and you come in heavily as the favorite and nobody's really running against you and it's shaping up to look like fucking Donald Trump, and then what you're going to do is like, let's make this smooth. Let's get in the White House. Let's take care of business and do Hillary things.
Yeah.
If you're the Democrats, you want the winner to win, right? Or are you supposed to have fair and open elections? I don't know. Do I look like Debbie Wasserman Schultz? What happened to her? Where's her stupid book?
She in trouble. Yeah, well, another book I ain't gonna read. Yeah.
Can you imagine? Who has time to read this? Nobody reads these books, right? They come out, Politico
Why they
quotes
keep putting
them.
them out?
I don't know.
I can't imagine sitting through a book Sean Spicer's going to write.
Listen, I want to talk about the corruption of the DNC and the brown rotted heart of the American political system, but let's talk about just the fucking media and this ecosystem. So Donna Brazile works in the, Jesus Christ, no wonder people like Bernie Sanders. Donna Brazile works for CNN and she works for the DNC, and then Debbie Wasserman Schultz leaves the DNC because she's fucking corrupting the tank for Hillary Clinton. Why'd she leave? She got in trouble.
She got in trouble for something.
So Donna Brazile's on TV, but then she goes to run the Democrats, and then she gets fired for slipping Hillary Clinton TV questions, and then she goes off and writes a book, and then the internet takes the quotes from her book, and that gets her back on TV.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton has written her book, and that gets her back on TV.
Yep.
But none of these people actually do a fucking thing.
Hey,
except
I know.
hurt the country. And Bernie Sanders ain't, I mean...
He'll have a book for too long.
I think he had a book.
I don't doubt it. Probably.
Oh, wait, but who pays? So who's making money off these books that puts these books out?
I don't know.
Who's gonna buy this Donna Brazile book? We already know the part that people want you to know, and then it turns out that's not even true.
I think the only people that buy these, which I guess is enough, is just other people that have the same job. Oh, I'm gonna read this, and then they all put a review up on the computer because they got something where they write on. It's just that gossiping and telling each other. It's like a little club. They just all reading each other's books.
None of this makes any sense. None of this does anything. It's all fake. It's fake.
Fake news.
And yet, it also, at the same time, despite doing nothing and having absolutely no relevance on modern life, it's also destroying America. Somebody explain that to me. I'd rather hear that than how Hillary Clinton staffing up pre-fucking debate DNC. Like, who gives a shit?
Well, Bernie Sanders people, for some reason, seem to think he'd win.
Can you imagine that world? Oh, fuck. Who knows?
Hey, right now, I don't know what to believe.
So if Bernie Sanders won going into this, and the people who said that nothing matters would suddenly have a choice between two political outsiders, one racist and one really racist.
Yeah.
Don't send me those fucking letters.
Hey, watch your mouth.
one a little out of touch, and one is Bernie Sanders. Listen, I can't. Who knows? Maybe he could have won. Can you imagine living in an America, in a Bernie Sanders America?
As awful as that would be, it'd be just as crazy, but probably not as, what we're going through now.
It'd be sadder watching him cry when a bunch of people got shot. Like, that might touch some people, but then we'd forget about it. Instead of, like, watching Donald Trump and then get mad, and then we forget about it.
Yeah. So everything still be terrible. Like
Everything
I said,
would still be
terrible. It don't make a
terrible.
damn bit of difference. So they shot up a church this
Yeah.
time. This second, well, I don't know how many churches they shot up. Shot up a lot of churches.
This
over the
was
years.
a white church.
White
I don't know
church.
if that makes a difference.
Well, in Tennessee, they shot up a church a little while ago.
That's
Not
true.
too
I don't
long
know
ago.
what color church that
Yeah, I
was.
think about all different colors. I hope that's the way churches should be anyway.
A
but,
lot of churches getting shot up now.
Well, schools get shot up, and movies get shot up. I mean, just about every place you go gets shot up. Restaurants you go in. I mean, where do you go where they ain't getting shot up nowadays? I don't know where that is.
Place that ain't red. I don't think they shot up a strip club yet.
Well, no, but somebody got shot.
People
in
get
one of
shot
them.
in strip
but
clubs.
not
Yeah,
like
I'm
a
not saying gun
crazy
culture
what-
itself has not
right.
invaded
It's still,
the
let's-
corners of the strip club. I'm
You-
just saying a mass shooting I
Well-
don't think has happened. So I guess America, get your ass in a strip club.
No, don't say that.
Concerts, that was another one.
I never thought I'd say it, going to, back in my days, called it's offensive, but they call it tit show. Excuse my language. That's what they call it with strippers now.
I wish you hadn't said that.
Well, that's what they used to call it. They didn't say it was right. But that's
Now I
what they
don't.
called the strippers back then.
Now, I don't want none of the things I used to want.
Well, good.
Between this and Harvey Weinstein, I just feel like everything is on alert.
Well,
Everything I do is some sort of an assault. And then you just made any part of my sexuality
right.
that wasn't
Right.
rethinking itself
Right.
is completely gone away.
Well,
now.
good. I'm glad. But who'd have think you going in a stripper place would be safer than a house of worship these days? I just, nothing makes sense in this country no more.
The makers of RoboCop.
Huh? RoboCop. What?
Listen, folks, I don't know. What's your solution for gun control, Jackie? For mass shootings?
I told you many times, all these big machine guns, everybody got to. As soon as you turn of age, every American gets their pistol and they get the shotgun.
And what happens to the rest of them? Will you let Trump have them?
No, don't want him to have 'em. Somebody got to do something with them because we can't have these. But there's no reason to have those. That's what I'm thinking. Go down. There's a lot of them gun places. You go shoot the guns and they got one there for you. You go in, pay a small fee. They let you shoot the World War II guns. A big, you be
can shoot
able
a
to do
World
that.
War II gun?
They have some of them, yeah. Old guns, different kinds of guns. Go down there and they'll let you shoot them, but they're there. So if you have to do it, I know you just want to go in the backyard and shoot your AR-15. I understand that. But we can't have this.
What
mad
if
enough
somebody
of it.
with an AR-15's coming in, breaking in your house?
Well, you don't see a whole lot of that. I hadn't. And I tell you what, if I got my sights about, man, I know I can take him out with my pistol or my shotgun. That's the point I'm trying to make. People still gonna kill each other and shoot each other. That ain't ever gonna stop. But you ain't gonna be able to kill as many as Las Vegas or Texas or everywhere else where they're killing a bunch of them at the same time. Somebody shot, thank goodness, there was somebody there that shot the man, had a gun on him, right? And shot the man with the AR-15, and people were saying, well, there you go. Well, no, he killed 26 people. But if he only had, a pistol like a man that shot him, we might be, there still be people dead. I ain't denying that.
Is there something wrong with the man? First of all, I don't know what that man's politics are, but there's no way he'd be a worse president than what we got now. And also, it's America is so fucking. Listen, we have some problems with this gun stuff. We can't stop these mass shootings. Like, people want more guns to respond to the mass shooting, and the liberals want less guns. And then we're seeing this, and we know where people, even like Wayne LaPierre, is going like, Jesus, maybe there is a problem. And then we see this guy chasing somebody down and shooting at him from a van window in a cowboy hat and neck tattoos. We're like, fuck, that guy's my fucking hero. There's something wrong that we are like implanted with this bullshit.
That's what it is, yeah.
We want people to shoot. When Wayne LaPierre says good guys with guns stop bad guys with guns, nobody believes that, but everybody wants to.
Well, yeah.
How you solve that problem? Just confiscate them?
Pistol, shotgun. People still going to die. Not as many. That's my solution.
Pistol, shotgun. What about the Army and the cops?
Well, that's you didn't ask me. I can't solve all these problems in one setting. No.
What about
they got their own set of problems you got to deal with there. That I'm talking about. American citizens
get shotgun and pistol.
Have to have one, even if you don't want one.
When you're born? What age?
Not when you're born. What age? 15. I'll meet you halfway, liberals. 15, 16 years old. As soon as you turn in, you get your pistol, you get your shotgun. Now you still. Your parents still your guardian. You get, they gonna be in charge for that period of time. But when you turn 18, do what you want with them, but you gotta have them.
Maybe when you get your car. But if they're gonna do self-driving cars, what if that changes everything? People don't have their own cars now. I don't know how that's gonna work in rural areas.
I don't know.
And then if it got self-driving cars, you tell me you can't put a fucking lock on a gun that knows your fingerprint?
They can do it.
If the iPhone knows my fucking face. Maybe you should put Apple in charge of guns.
They got that technology, but they ain't that it costs too much. It's just some people think, well, somebody could go in and switch something on my phone. Yeah,
Russians.
I'll never be able to touch my. Well, yeah, the Russians gonna get my phone. They got my president, but that's okay. I ain't got a problem with that.
I guess Russians don't even have to actually go in there and hack your phone to where, like, your fingerprints don't work on it now. They just need to go in there and tell you things like, oh, your gun probably don't work. Make you not trust your gun.
Yeah.
That gun's a piece of shit.
Listen, Russia done did everything they're going to do this country. They just sitting back laughing right now. They enjoying themselves. Let them, hey, you got one over on us.
Good joke. Okay, what about this? So when, like, Republicans are in office, that's when some Democrats start thinking, well, maybe we need to stockpile these guns. Watch what you say and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
And when Obama's in office or Clinton, then the gun sales go through the roof and people start deadly white cults.
Yeah.
So what about maybe in the U.S. presidential elections, whoever becomes president, the runner-up to them, like in this case it would be Hillary Clinton,
right,
controls the guns.
People ain't gonna like it.
But the president is still the president. So you'd have Trump president, but like the nation's guns would be under the control of Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, people ain't gonna like it.
Is it the Hillary Clinton part they're not gonna like?
Well, yeah.
Okay, what if it's the third? What if like Bernie Sanders had to control it?
Anybody else controlling the gun, and I understand that.
Bernie likes guns.
I know Bernie likes guns, but no, I don't want him. Do you want Bernie Sanders going through your guns at your house?
I don't want any old man going through my guns.
That's what I'm sure. Well, now,
they won't let me have a gun.
I'm up there in age. If he come over and said, let me get in your rifle, cat, I ain't going to let him get in there. No, sir.
I wouldn't let Trump get in there either.
Well, hell no. Of course you wouldn't.
They're kind of the same. Let me get in your rifle. Like, oh, Jesus, no. And then Trump, let me get. No. I'd rather Hillary Clinton, of those three people, Hillary Clinton, honest to God, seems like she'd do the least amount of damage.
Yeah.
Unless you're Donald Trump Jr., then you think she's going to shoot you in the head.
Well, I still wouldn't let her be in control of all the guns, even though that's not. You're still not giving her much praise. Look at the companies she's with.
No, she would be the least likely.
That's all you're saying. I still don't want to. If I had to give my gun to one of them, I'd probably give it to her. You're right.
She knows how to wipe the fingerprints off. Listen, you're not gonna take my Vince Foster jokes from me just because Donald fucking Trump Jr. does them too.
Hey,
fuck him.
Hey, watch your mouth.
And fuck you.
Hey, enough. I don't want to hear it.
I'm part of the problem.
Everybody is, as far as I'm concerned.
Just like Papa John's pizza.
Papa John's pizza.
Jackie, let me tell you a story.
Okay. About pizza?
Yeah, have you heard it?
What is it?
Let me tell you a story about a little boy who grew up out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
In the sticks where they didn't even have pizza.
Right.
You wanted pizza, you went to the grocery store and they had some weird thing. It was like new pizza. That's how far out in the sticks this was.
Yeah, frozen pizza, put it in the oven,
Well, they had later.
Yeah.
Then a Pizza Hut maybe come in. And with the kind where you sit down and you eat pizza off a centipede table.
Right.
And then that little boy goes off to a college. To a college town in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Huh?
And there's a pizza place there called Papa John's. This little boy had never heard of such a thing.
Yeah.
And he and his friends will order a double cheese and pepperoni Papa John's. And it's the best. It's not from New York City or Chicago or Detroit. You ever had that Detroit-style pizza? That's pretty good.
They just opened something up here in Murfreesboro. Somebody
Jets.
brought me some of that Jets. Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
crunchy.
good.
I like crunchy, yeah.
This Papa John's pizza was life-changing. And the breadsticks with the cheese sauce, not the garlic sauce, but the cheese sauce. And just all that carby, floury goodness.
Yeah.
Like bread cocks.
What?
Delicious bread cocks that
What?
you dip.
All right, just shut
And you eat. And
shut your mouth.
it's friendship and nostalgia and limitless possibilities and technicolor dreams and champagne wishes. And then imagine me going to the back of their apartment house and in a little girl voice screaming, "Help me, help me." So they run to the back porch and I go around, go through the front door and steal those fucking pizzas.
Hey.
That happened like 5 fucking times.
Watch your mouth.
God damn, those are good fucking pizzas. Listen, nothing is better than a fucking stolen pizza.
Watch your mouth.
Nothing. It doesn't matter if it's Papa John's, that shitty ass pizza, or if it's damn Sir Pizza, which is pretty good, or damn fucking any of it. Pay the iron price for that pizza.
All right.
Listen. Anyway, Papa John's is racist now or something. Papa John says his sales are down. Is that his fucking name?
I always thought it was. That man he don't look old enough to be called that, but that, I've seen him. He wears a red shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says his sales are down because people stop watching the NFL because the players are upset about their because they won't stand for the national anthem and they're upset about their civil rights. So he blamed in a what do you call it? A profits call. What do you do when you talk to your investors and you give all your excuses? He blamed it on the NFL.
Right.
And then people got really mad at him. And then the Nazis and the alt-right and the racists said, you know what our favorite pizza is? Papa John's. And then Papa John's had to come out and say, oh, no, guys. Hey, guys, can you not eat our pizza and talk about how much you love it if you're racists?
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
And this little idiot, this little fucking weasel who has made money off of football games and black athletes for years and years by getting fat-assed idiots to stuff their faces with his subpar food during half times. Decided he didn't like it when these guys spoke up, and he just is that big of an idiot. That big of an idiot is still smarter than our president, because he knew.
He said, "Yeah, don't do it." He didn't say, "I know y'all are nice people, but I appreciate you not eating." He just said, "Nazis, don't eat my food, please." Did he say please? Probably didn't say please. I'd hope not.
I don't know. I gotta look it up.
Where do you talk to them, man? I don't know. You just say it out I guess you just say it out loud.
Reddit.
What is it?
You go on Reddit.
Reddit. What is it?
Your dark web. You gotta dig down in there. You gotta get on Twitch. I don't fucking know.
That's how Papa John gets to him. I don't understand.
You gotta make a YouTube video. Take your shirt off, pour milk all over yourself.
Why?
And then say, don't drink. Hey, don't eat our pizza.
And that's what Nazis like.
Yep.
Well,
that's the world we live in now. We can't eat Papa John's pizza, and we can't eat Chick-fil-A no more either.
yeah.
If I was a fucking racist homophobe, I'd make a Chick-fil-A pizza. I'd go down to Chick-fil-A and get some big scissors and cut up a damn Chick-fil-A sandwich and bake it on a fucking pizza.
Hey, watch your mouth. Hating evidently don't do nothing to nobody's appetite. I'll say that right now. You can hate all you want and still, enjoy a good chicken sandwich, evidently.
So, and Trump's over in Asia. That's just going to get worse and worse.
Well, to be honest, I breathe a little easier when I know some people don't do something over there. I'm just glad he ain't here. Anytime I hear he's out of the country, I'm like, shit. I feel bad for them, but still, is it better them than me?
Who's in charge in the military, the churches? When Trump's away, who's in charge?
Hell, I don't know.
Like Bannon's out, so I don't think Stephen Miller's still there. He wrote some speech Trump said something the other day. I said, that's right out of Stephen Miller's slug trail.
Yep.
I can't remember what it was, but it was vaguely Germanic.
Yep.
Germanic?
I guess.
Germanic.
One of the two.
Anyway, so we don't know if the military, the churches, or the Nazis are in charge.
Nope.
But we talked about the mass shooting. We run Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton got off pretty easy, but I think we run down the Democrats pretty good.
I hope so, yeah.
Should we run down Hillary Clinton some more? Maybe if she had been a better candidate, she wouldn't have created this industry of people writing books about how bad a candidate she was.
Yeah. That's a thought, yeah.
And if she was a better candidate, Pantsuit Nation, can you imagine how many people would be on that Facebook page?
Not me. I don't know the first thing about it.
What would it have took to get Bernie Sanders to be president, do you think?
Hell if I know. Trump, worse than he is. I mean, how could it be any worse than he is now?
Yeah, would Bernie Sanders, the choice being between Trump and Bernie Sanders, have actually made people vote for Bernie Sanders? Like if the choice wasn't Hillary versus Trump, if the choice was, is Bernie a better choice to some of the people, enough of the people
to make a difference?
Yeah.
What they didn't have to do. What would they have found on Bernie? What would they be calling him now? They probably wouldn't. He didn't have no email issues, as far as I know.
Who knows?
Well, that's true.
If they.
He bad on TV, just saying some things he sounds bad saying. Let's just say that. So Lord knows what's in his emails. Had Russia got all of his emails, could have been just hell. I don't know.
It's the same double standard where Bernie Sanders would have said some stupid ass shit, misspeak. They'd run with that for like a week, and then Donald Trump says something every 5 minutes.
Yep. You can't compete with that. You can't. There's no way.
But people don't hate Bernie Sanders the way they hate Hillary Clinton, so that gives them cover to be racist by how much they hate Hillary Clinton. So they can say, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump because, come on, that's better than Hillary Clinton. But they can't say that with Bernie Sanders. It'd have to be different. They'd have to say, well, he's unproven, or he's really old, or he doesn't know what he's talking about, or he's a fucking communist.
Yeah.
I guess some of those would have worked.
Why, sure.
But then people who really liked Hillary Clinton wouldn't have gone out and voted. They wouldn't have come out. I don't know. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
it's done.
Yeah.
It's over.
I'm through.
Now's the time that we both have to go. Our podcast come out really great, we know. Our time is at an end, so until we meet again, we'll just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send if a stamp to us you'll lend, so we can write and say goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Are we doing one of these next week, too?
Yeah.
When is it 5 years is up? You said it was 5 years will be done next. Is it next week? When is it? Week after?
I think our first episode went up November 21st.
Oh, we got a few. We got what? At least two more. What? How many? Two. What is today?
But shouldn't we go out? Listen, if we were really going to quit after 5 years, wouldn't it be better to quit after 300 episodes?
Well, how many more was that?
That's like 28.
28 episodes more.
November 21st, 2012 was our first. Is that 5 years? Yeah.
Well, how many months more is that than this 5 years at what?
I think that'd be like May,
Oh, hell.
April.
I don't
Think how many more mass shootings we'll get to talk about between now and then.
hell, I don't even.
Maybe you're probably right. If we stop at Thanksgiving, then we probably only have like 5 or 6 more mass shootings to talk about.
I'm not going to talk about one more, let alone that many, but yeah.
So it's a deal then?
What?
Huh?